Already sanded this lacquer finish to 600 and buffed it out. But now, and it's pretty good, I mean, it's looking good, man. But I'm going to 1,000 now on the sanding. And then I'm gonna buff it out again. Okay. So I buffed it out to 1,000 and it did make a big difference. It made a big difference on the finish. I mean, I sanded it out to 1,000 on the lacquer, and it looks really good. And I'm pretty happy with the 1,000. 1,000 looks good, and pretty impressed with the finish. And you know, does it pass the mouthwash test? So the mouthwash test is, can you see the bottom of the mouthwash in the finish there? Does it give you the same effect as this if you look in the mirror? And the answer is, I don't know if you can see that, but yes. You know, you want to be able to see the tape measure's red. Should be a mirror finish. And so that's 1,000. That's what 1,000 will do. It looks pretty good. I haven't polished it by hand yet. There's still lacquer dust, all this white stuff in there. It's all lacquer dust. It's gotta be cleaned out. But it's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy. Now I gotta do the fingerboard. Fingerboard's gotta get done. So I do this by hand, by drill, because I don't want to get the gold anodized fret wire particles all over the buffing wheel over there. So I have a separate little buffing wheel just to do the fingerboard area. I guess most guys do this. I don't know. That's how I do it. I just want to shine this. Then I'll polish this with some dust-free cloth and some of the polish that I have for the whole guitar, and try to make it look super pro. It's been a couple of years of spraying this thing on and off just to get it to as good as it is now. So I'm taking my time on this. This guitar is a fantastic guitar because 15 years ago, a little over 15 years ago, this guitar was, the tree was struck by lightning, and sat for 8 years in the barn, and then as a big slab that was 4 inches thick. Now it's 3.5 inches thick. It shrunk a half an inch. I put a top, I put a fingerboard on it, and I put a back on it but the rest of it's all one piece. It's all one piece of wood. I carved it out. Took me, 4 or 5 years to do it. Because, you carve a little bit out, you leave it alone for a year. You chamber it out, you leave it alone for a year, see what the wood wants to do. So after, 5 years of making the guitar, then I let it set for another year. So, another year or two, however long it was. And nice mirror finish. So it's still got some hand work to do. I got to shine the rest by hand and then assemble it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll buff this all out by hand. The fingerboard's not quite as shiny as this, but I can't put the big buffing wheels on this. It's just problematic getting this gold fret dust off of the wheel. It ruins the wheels. So that's what it does to the wheels. It turns them discolored. You don't want to do that on your big buffing wheels. Then it's getting into your finish. You don't want that. I got to find all the parts for this. These are Koa mounted on rubber. The pickups mount directly to the body. But then they don't hang from these. Pickups are a direct mount. So that's how that works. But beautiful. I like these decorative rings that we made for this. Okay. So I sanded it to 1,000, and that really gave it like a mirror finish. So, I can do the mouthwash test. The mouthwash test is, can you see the mouthwash in the guitar? That's the mirror finish. That's what you want. You want it as a mirror finish. If you can see the tape measure or the mouthwash, you did good. That means no blurs. That means it's buffed right and finished right. And I'll finish it some more. I haven't by hand polished it. I just did it on the buffing machine, then I assembled it. And it's beautiful. I really like these decorative pickup surrounds. They're kind of royal. For this guitar, it's fantastic. This guitar is just such a phenomenon. So what happened with this guitar was 15 years ago here in Annapolis, a tree was struck by lightning. And then a portable mill came out, and this was milled into a 4-inch thick slab, which sat for 8 years in the barn. And then I started carving it into a guitar, one piece of wood. And I put a top on it, I put a back on it, I put a fingerboard on it of curly cherry on this cherry one-piece guitar. So there's no neck joint, there's no glued-on there is a glued-on fingerboard. There's no neck joint. It's just one piece of wood, the whole thing. Except, of course, I glued a top on and a back and a fingerboard. So it's all one piece of wood. It's fantastic. It's got gold anodized frets. It's got a tusk nut. I like the tuners too because they match the cherry at fret 12. Same color, beautiful. Love the roll. This wraparound bridge is 3/8 thick. It's my own bridge. It is a Rushmore. I don't know if you can see that. It says right on it. That's this company that we do these crazy guitar builds. Rushmore, that's us. So let's give it a first play. We just tuned it up. Let's see if it's in tune. I'm gonna take here. Let's see what's happening here. What a nice sound, very smooth. I like the gold anodized frets. Lightning didn't strike this thing for no reason. I like these cherry pickups too. These are Warp Core pickups. A friend of mine owns a company called Warp Core. These are cherry bobbins to match my cherry guitar. Fantastic. So this is really a very special build, one of a kind, in the world really. I mean, where are you going to find another piece of cherry big enough to pull this off at? You know, I do have one more one more of these upstairs from the same slab. And I also got over here, there's a Telecaster out of this piece of cherry. Right there, it's a Telecaster ready to be made. Nice vertical grain. That was a big piece of cherry too. Another remnant. Got cherry guitars everywhere. So, but this guitar came out of this slab, which is right there. See? That's where it came out. Close this up. Just a second here. There it is. There's the slab. Bingo. Bingo. There you go. Nice. Gorgeous. Lacquer. Nitro lacquer. I'll get it playing. I'll get a toggle switch here, volume 10. And jack is right there. I'll get it playing, and then I'll buff it out again. And it's got to go to auction. Something like this is so rare. I mean, I don't even know what to charge for this. 15 years to get this guitar to where it's at today. And we're still not even done. I got to wire it up.